Welcome to Learning Unit number 10. In Learning Unit number 10, we're going to focus on the health of women and children across the globe. And we know we've done a lot of reading, and our opposing viewpoints papers have also looked at the unique health problems of women that women face by virtue of their gender and their place in society. Morbidity, disability, premature death of women can have enormous social and economic consequences as well. So improving the health of women requires a lot of effort and change, and that includes offering appropriate services and decreasing this discrimination and empowering women and girls, especially the education of children and those in low socioeconomic and middle income countries. So we know that we're remaining positive, and we're going to continue on with that theme of having hope for change, even though we recognize that the realities do remain harsh for women and children in many areas of the world. So you can read the student learning outcomes, and you're going to have some activities to do, and you're going to also have a discussion board. And I'm not going to include this week reading one of your classmates' papers. So I am going to take that out. If you're looking at this video and don't see that anywhere else, just so you know, I am going to take it out for this week. And one of the reasons is that you do have enough, I think, that you're working on this week. So the required readings, I said, are chapter 10 and 11. But here is where I really want you to focus. So time is always of essence, and you have a lot of things to be reading and doing this week. So if you would focus on, in chapter 10, on these pages, especially figure 10.1 on page 263, the information on these additional pages, and then the information on these pages in chapter 11. And that will give you the key concepts that you will need to know for both the quiz and to complete your discussion board. So that's the required readings. Quiz 10, you'll have a full hour to complete, but you do need to complete in one sitting, so do have your text available. First of all, you're going to look at data on gender, and this is a video that really, I think, is a wonderful use of 2 minutes and 48 seconds of your time. Brings a lot into focus, so please watch this video. And then here you're going to read, this is from 2023, about the U.S. having the highest infant and mortality rates and maternal. So both the mom and the babies have higher mortality rates. Pardon me, please, as far as in the U.S., despite the fact that we know, we have looked at this already, the U.S. spends the most on health care. So we're trying to get to a clearer picture of why does the U.S. have the highest infant and mortality rates. Again, this is out of any other high-income country. We are not comparing ourselves to low-income and middle-income countries. But why we spend so much on health care, and yet we have the poorest, or we have the highest infant and maternal mortality rates of the 10 countries. So I want you to read through that article, and that's going to really help you with your discussion board. And then a really neat video, or I'm sorry, it's not a video. We need to change that too. It's an audio. It's NPR radio that gives us an audio, a listen about what's going on in Kansas, because Kansas has the highest rate of infant mortality of any other state in the U.S. So this is a 4-minute audio, a listen to a story about Kansas. So I do want you to look at that as well. I'll have to make a few corrections here, won't I? And then your discussion board post. After reviewing the learning assignments that you've just looked at, including your Skolnick text, I want you to share with us why the U.S. has extremely high rates of infant and maternal mortality, as well as racial disparities in our infant mortality rates. And then at least one idea, and kind of see if you can evolve that idea out a little bit. Don't just make it a single 1 or 2 sentences, but give us an idea of what you think, based on the evidence, can be done to lower these rates. And don't forget to reply to one of your classmates. So I'm hoping to make this video a little bit shorter so that you could move on with your readings and assignments for this week. But have a great week.